And hello, this is Mike Lodge. I am the business advisor, and so here we are, one more day. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, or TGIF, I guess is what they call it. But I'm happy it's Friday. I need a little bit of rest. I did a lot of work this week. In fact, I still have work on my desk that I'm working on, so I still have stuff to do. But I'm glad it's Friday and Saturday, Sunday, get a little bit of rest, relaxation. Get ready for the summer. Well, the summer's already here, but it really doesn't feel like the summer here in California. It is different from what I remember in living in the past here, but it has changed. It's cooler. It's a cool weather that we're having. We're not having that hot of weather. In fact, the greatest heat I have is in the afternoon about 4 p.m. until 6 p.m., when the sun hits the side of my place here, and then it gets warm. But the rest of the time, it's nice. The breeze, we've got a nice breeze, and it's very nice outside. Listen, since I'm in California, I wanted to talk just a little bit about California. Specifically, two things. One, with this $20 new minimum wage in California for restaurant workers, and there's a certain type of restaurant that we're talking about. But what it has done, it has driven the cost of food way up. People are staying home because now thinking about eating at McDonald's or Jack in the Box or any of those fast food restaurants, it is considered a luxury. Now, who would have thought that eating at McDonald's would be considered a luxury? But if you look at it, a McDonald's Big Mac with the French fry and drink is about $18 for one individual. And if you look at In-N-Out, that used to be about $4.85 for a double or a single, is now over $10. So we're seeing this cost go up, and I love In-N-Out, and I love sitting there and eating an In-N-Out burger. I remember my clients used to bring me In-N-Out burgers when they came to my office during tax season in Burbank, but that's gone. No one's spending any money on fast food. So it's gone up, and so what else has that done? Not only to the consumer, of course the cost has gone up, but it has eliminated 10,000 plus jobs in the fast food industry in California. So when government thinks that they're doing something good for the economy, usually it is the opposite, which has happened in California. When you get government thinking that, okay, we're going to raise the rates so that everybody's paid big boy bucks, it makes them look like kids, because what happens is that it reverses. They don't think, because they want more money. They get W-2 income taxes off of that. They get EDD. They get all of this stuff. And so, but that drives the price up. Taxes go up. The price of the cost of goods, the cost of food goes up. Preparation of the food goes up. It's ridiculous. So California created a bigger problem than what they thought it was going to be. They did the same thing when they made all independent contractors W-2 wages. That cut out so many jobs that people said, you know what, I can go to Arizona, I can go to Nevada, I can go other places and work and not have to worry about California making me an employee, because now I can take on more clients and California doesn't have a say about it. So California has the worst government, I think, that we've seen in the history of this nation as a state. It used to be a vibrant economy, but we still have thousands of Californians leaving California because it just is no longer feasible to live here cheaply. It's just too expensive. Housing is too expensive. Rent is too expensive. Buying a house, no one can do it because the minimum now is over $900,000. So we have a problem. Now, the other issue that I want to talk about, and it's important to talk about, is those of you who are going out, and if you are thinking about purchasing a pickup truck, you're into a big surprise. And let me tell you what that surprise is. The surprise is that you can no longer just register it as a regular vehicle. Now they have to be registered as a commercial vehicle, which ranges, depending on the type of truck that you're getting, between $800 to $1,900. Think about that a little bit. So if you see trucks, or pickup trucks, sitting on car lots, there's a reason why. And that reason is that you now have to register it at a much higher fee as a commercial vehicle. That's how stupid California legislators are. They are so money hungry. They want to get their hand on every single thing, so they make it difficult for the consumer and for the citizen of California to really live here, to think about staying here. So if you're going to go and renew your truck license, your licenses, your registration, expect to be hit with higher fees, because now you're considered a commercial truck. So, and then we have this same thing that's coming down the road. We don't know when it's coming, that they're going to charge us per mile, because electric cars don't consume gas, so there's no gas tax. So now they want to consume miles, and that's going to be costly, very, very costly. I think I heard 34 cents per mile. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's so stupid. But we've got a Democratic Socialist legislature in the state, and it's one-sided. It's a one-party system here, with a governor that's Democrat. You've got a legislature on both sides, the Assembly and the Senate. They're both Democratic led, and they are pushing these very expensive socialist agendas that are costing the consumer and the citizen of the state of California a tremendous amount of money. And that's why people are leaving. Honestly, when I came here in January, I thought, you know what, I can help small business. But I can't. I'm finding out that I'm having a difficult time helping small business because they can no longer afford hiring an individual like myself to help them. They just can't. They've got such high taxes that they've got to worry about. They've got payroll taxes that they've got to worry about. They've got compliance issues that they have to worry about. And it's costing them so much money to do all that. And not only that, but then they have to focus on what they do well. And that gets hard because you get downtrodden, because you think, gosh, I've got all this compliance that I've got to deal with. How do I ever go out and make more money? It's like a vicious circle that California businesses deal with in operating out of California. So I can understand, honestly, in my heart, I can understand why small businesses and large businesses also are leaving the state of California, because of this manipulous tax focused state that is here. And it affects everybody. Because listen, if prices go up on delivery of food, because if gas prices go up, then it increases the cost of food and the cost of everything. So I do understand with all my heart and why people want to leave California. And I think I'm at that point where I'm just about ready to pull up stakes again also, because I came back thinking I could do good, but I'm telling you, this state is so far gone that it's going to take a whole new legislature and a whole different governor to make the changes that is needed in the state of California. And we're almost at that same point in time now, too, with the federal government. So if you want the federal government to be a mirror of California, keep electing the same socialist-type individuals who are serving in Congress at the moment, who want to have more control over you. And the way that they get more control of you is with more taxes and more government. And that's what's going on in the state of California. And that is what is just about ready to tip over the edge on the federal side. So this November, your vote is highly needed, but it's needed not to do the same old thing, the same old party thing. You've got to look at the individual and decide, is this individual for my community, my family, my state, or are they going to push more socialist and more party-driven agenda stuff? That is the problem. Listen, California is a beautiful place, right? But taxes and over government, too big a government, can destroy a beautiful place. I was born here. I love California. I was born here down in San Diego. But I've come to the conclusion, and I hate this more than anything else in the world, I've come to the conclusion how much help that can I provide these small businesses when they are broke. They just don't have the ability to hire someone like me to go in to help them. It's very, very difficult to watch as a California-born individual. Listen, everybody go out and have a great day. By the way, there is a new button if you're listening to me on Spreaker. If you're listening to me there, you can join a club now and support my podcast. I'd greatly appreciate it. Everybody go out and have a great weekend. I'll talk with you maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. In fact, I might come on and do a Sunday thing. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I promise God in my prayers every night that I will talk about forgiveness, because forgiveness is a vital item in our lives that we need to focus on. So every Sunday I'll try and do a podcast on forgiveness, because it really is needed now, because we've got so many people at each other's throats that we got to step back and we got to say, you know what, I forgive you. I'm just going to move on with life and we'll work together. We'll make it out. Even though we don't agree on it, but we do care about where we live and our families and our relatives. So I promised God, I said, you know what? And I pray about this every single night. I always tell him, listen, God, provide me with content that I can write about and that I can talk about. Forgiveness. Okay, everybody go out and have a great day. Bye-bye. God bless. Talk with you soon.